Hi, and welcome to the Secret Hit Songwriting Formula. If you're new to the channel on YouTube, please be sure to subscribe, or if you're watching on Facebook, please be sure to like this page. We do videos here showing you how to recognize the patterns found in hit songs because there is a secret hit songwriting formula. All songs, past and present, that have become commercially successful on the radio have followed certain patterns embedded within the compositions in order to become successful, and we show you those patterns here so you can use them in your songs. So today we're going to be looking at a song that's currently on the rock charts, Tip of My Tongue by Red Hot Chili Peppers. And if you're familiar with our secret formula, it is the concept of self-similarity. That is to say that each song section must be self-similar, self-referential. In this case, each song section is going to have a clear and obvious 7-note rhythmic hook in it, okay, to obtain that self-similarity. So let's see how this works out. In the verse, we have, well, I'm an animal, something like a cannibal. Now, it's the end of the phrases that we're going to be looking for this something like a cannibal. We talk about in our book, The Secret Hit Songwriting Formula, that anytime we have a motif like that that's always appearing on the same beats, in this case, something like a cannibal. It starts on beat 3, something like a cannibal, and ends at the end of beat 4 there, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so that's the 7-syllable phrase we're going to be looking at in the verses. Very flammable, and here it is again, partially programmable, appearing in the same place as the beat. Those 7 notes appear in the same place as the beat as they just did in the first phrase. Okay, so that's how that 7-note rhythmic hook is establishing itself in the verse. Well, I'm an animal, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm very flammable, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so then we have this little phrase here, centuries of overuse, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now I wear it nice and loose, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nice even 7-note syllabic phrases again there. Then the na 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 na. We're not going to analyze that part of the vocal, and you might think, oh, why not? That's a super catchy part. We should. But as we talk about in the book, if it's less than 4 measures long, it doesn't count as a song section, and we don't have to analyze it. It doesn't have to follow that formula of 7s. And sure enough, na 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 na. It's about 2 bars long. Okay, so we don't need to analyze that. So we go back to our 7-note pattern. Well, it's ubiquitous. Tell me, can you stick with this? Another perfect 7-note phrase in the same place of the beat, right? I'm on the brink of this, and tell me what you think of this. Again, we're interested in these 7 syllables because they start in that same place. On the brink of this, and tell me what you think of this. They start on beat 3 and then at the end of that 4th beat, okay? So we don't need to analyze any of these phrases. They're all basically insignificant because we're looking for these 7 syllables in the same beats every time, okay? Then they go back to, I'm in the Beauregard, slow me down if I get hard, okay? So there's that 7-note hook establishing itself again there. Then they kind of go on to the chorus, so to speak. We've only just begun, funky monks are on the run. So because we've heard a 7-note rhythmic hook in the whole verse and in this other section, that is setting up our subconscious mind to want to hear a 7-note rhythmic hook in the chorus. And when we do hear that 7-note rhythmic hook in the chorus, it's very satisfying to our subconscious mind, as if we've known how the song goes all along. So sure enough, in the chorus here, which starts at, we've only just begun, funky monks are on the run, there's that 7-note rhythmic hook, again, stretched out in a slightly different way. It's stretched out a little slower in the chorus. Okay, so the 7 notes take place a little bit across a little bit more beats than they do in the something like a cannibal. That's going by very quickly. Now it's going funky monks around the run. Now that 7-note rhythmic hook is being stretched out across a whole measure instead of just across 2 beats. Okay, but it's still a 7-note formula because we're following that formula. We hear 7 notes distinctly in the verse, 7 notes distinctly in this other mid-verse, pre-chorus section, whatever you want to call it. And as we're seeing now, 7 notes in the chorus. Funky monks are on the run. Da 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 da. Gonna get you with the tip of my tongue. I'm just gonna say that whole phrase is insignificant because we're going back to, and when you walk away, I know what the kiss would say. Okay? So as we talk about in the book, the 7-note rhythmic hook only needs to establish itself once every 4 measures, as long as it's clear and obvious, and in this case it is. So again, these phrases and when you walk away are pretty much insignificant because we still have the very clear and obvious 7-note rhythmic hook ending the chorus phrases. Okay? So there you have it. The formula of 7s is accomplished in this Chili Peppers song, and it's a big hit song, and it's one of those 7-note formulas, the ones you don't see quite as much. They're the biggest number in our secret formulas that we teach. If you need more help recognizing these patterns so that you can use them in your songs, please visit www.secrethitsongwritingformula.com. We have the only ebook in the world there that gives away all these secret formulas that are used again and again on hits and will continue to be used again and again. So we hope you get it. It comes with a money-back guarantee. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.